my relationship to music is the most important thing. It's not just specific one genre, you know, like I just like music. If it's good music, I can get into it. If it's shitty music, I'll turn it off, you know, regardless of the genre. But as far as how the group's evolved, I think the best thing that I can say about our group is that everybody's personal musicianship has elevated quite a bit. So, you know, like what you just saw today, we're able to snap it together pretty quickly, you know. That's because we got badasses in the band.
Money make your shit thick. Got the guards on the block with the biscuit. Walking by from the street, son, you better dip. Soundboy number 3, get your cheddar quick. Representing with the ill back on the cause. Make the doors more pause while they in your drawers. Get them off on cause while I'm in your drawers. Get a crack and make a hat and quill. Get yours. What you want, I'ma take your mind where it needs to be. Evidently, I know they see. Got them all lining up in a VIP. What you want, we got what you need. We will make you bleed. And I split for God, yeah, but better recognize G.O.D. Yo, organize your team and thoughts to your sound. Recognize strength when the clock come around. Organize your team and thoughts to your sound. Throw me in the booth, it's about to go down. Organize your team and thoughts to your sound. Recognize strength when the clock come around. Organize your team and thoughts to your sound. Throw me in the booth, it's about to go down.
All right. Welcome. There's funny that I did an interview yesterday and the topic of daKAH came up. They said, oh yeah, daKAH's such a diverse group. I said, actually no, daKAH's a pretty exclusive group. Yeah. So if you look at it, it's like 3 criteria that you have to do to be in this group of people. Like first of all, you gotta be on time. And that like eliminates a lot of people right off the bat, you know. And the second thing is you have to be good. Right. You have to be able to cover your part and really like on a level as same as everybody else, which is on a high level, you know. So you have to fit in on that way. And then you can't be an asshole.
People has had groups of 3 and it's been a disaster. You know what I'm saying? That's true. It's been fights, killers, niggas breaking each other's houses, trying to do all kinds of things to each other. When groups of 3. Okay, we had 72 and never had a fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight. It's a wonderful occasion. Summertime in Los Angeles. daKAH Hip Hop Orchestra live and direct. Microphone check. Yo, Double G, listen when you like this. Yo, somebody call a doctor. I take that as a yes. That's why I showed up with my medicine chest. Fully loaded with the goods these bad times need. You know, mental health raps and tracks like these. To how you bustin' more moves than the black eyed pea on the crack IV. Cause it's your year here. Be happy with yourself when you look in the mirror. The most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah.
Generations move so quick in hip hop. Think about what happened between 1990 and 2000. Every generation would be giving up like
Brown. Imagine one of them doing that to James Brown.
I mean, that's the thing though.
Never happened.
James Brown's music's been around for 40, 50 years, even at the time. Even the stuff that we would consider like not well-known tracks, a lot of these kids never even bothered to go that far back. But that's because hip hop, it's not a social thing anymore. It's not. It's not social like that. It's a world of do it in your crib at your house, put it out on the internet, catch a buzz, then do some shows. It's reverse engineering the generation we came from, where we were like, go out, be seen, get on the mic as much as you can, rip, rock whenever, stay ready. It's not like that now. It's just like prepare, mix, master, put it out there.
Perfect.
Yeah, social media.
You still don't really know them. It was like Highlanders. You know, or Jedi. You knew that there was another cat in the room, so you better be razor sharp and on point. You can't rip out a pad or a pen, or you can't do that you just better have it. There'll be cats that walk up to me like, yo, I know you got something new, come on. And that right there kept me on my guard. So every night I would have to go home and write some new shit, because every time I see cats, I can't come with the same joints. I can't come with the same.
And there's like any given night 7 or 8 ciphers you're gonna get in, where the same people are gonna be in them in different order, and they're all gonna be like you gotta have multiple shits.
Yeah, exactly.
Ready to go.
And just be also ready to freestyle your ass off in the club, then outside, then at the parking lot, then after is at the Denny's. You know, it just keeps going on.
Only as good as your last performance.
Yeah.
As you flow, so shall you reap what you flow. As you flow, so shall you reap. You shall reap what you sow.
They say he ain't a rapper, he's a synonym for the antithesis. My thesis causes hemorrhages of the blissful dose of ignorance and innocence. No thank you, I desire more experience to experience what I like to call the equivalent of deliverance. Now here we go again, familiar territory. This always how it is, no matter where we start the story. The thoughts in disarray, synapses starting to scramble, my tongue beginning to spasm. So now I begin to ramble. I'll tremble adversity, counter the curse of me, gamble, success, get university, grow universally, never coercing me. If the true lapse in the universe me, you heard of me, not even first we can't even like we on till I'm hurt to get back to rehearsing. Your style needs some work before I'll let you work with me. Now, catch your breath and quit the lagging. Life is just a game of the dungeon, so get bagging. Upgrade your grade matter. Tell your brain quit sagging, cause you can't refresh the image when your Wi-Fi is dragging.
As you flow, so shall you reap. You shall reap what you flow. As you flow, so shall you reap. You shall reap what you flow. As you flow, so shall you reap. You shall reap what you flow. As you flow, so shall you reap. You shall reap what you flow.
Relax, spin on your mind, my canvas, and poetically I'ma paint this picture. Me and my honey back when he first tried to penetrate my mixture. We got so tight, that's right, this man could have been my permanent fixture. But I don't sleep for love and fairy clothes on the do-glass slippers. If they break this shutter, they cut that ass deep. I'ma lay back like a new perm, let him earn a Jackson the back for keeps. He be like, hello, how you do? I'm like, who the F is you? Nah, I'm just playing. I was on him. I peeping to making his move. I be shy, see like Eddie Asco, rotten like them rascals. Oh yeah, plenty game and no shame. A season plague, a girl lays hot like chocolate in the hot sun. Idris Elba came to mop the panties off a lesbian nun, but this here is clear. The sexy streets, they see no questions and guess. From what's your name, sustain my intellect test.
There's two different United States of Americas. It's like the United States of America that the citizens were taught to believe in, and the United States of America that actually exists. Land of the free and home of the slave.
It's the daKAH. You know who we are. Put your hands in the sky, reach for the stars for the daKAH. Get up and stand on your feet, wave your hands side to side if you feeling this beat.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, focus your attention. Presenting a groundbreaking musical invention. Double G's vision. They got hip-hop in spots that usually only large orchestras rock. It's the daKAH.
When we started, there was nothing like this around when daKAH started. Like the idea of there was the Roots, which is a live band, and that was kind of and in the old, like the first round of Sugar Hill records, that was played by a live band. But there was no like symphonic thing that was really trying to do hip hop, which I always thought I didn't make sense to me because, like a lot of DJs would use string samples in their beats, like Wu-Tang uses a lot of that. DJ Premier uses a lot of string samples from Gangstar. And then, so I figured it's a no-brainer. Artists are important, and I think that doesn't really get promoted as much. Like artists are often a punchline, or they're broke artists, or no, artists are actually important. Artists are powerful, influential beings, and I'm going to learn something from every artist I work with. Yeah.
I'm from a more traditional type of hip hop, beats and rhymes, turntables, you know what I'm saying? But when I got to LA, they had a place called the Temple Bar where a lot of live musicians came to just have a jam session. And I met Double G, and this one particular night, he asked me to come up and say a couple of verses to what they were jamming with. And it was the beginning. Me and him looked at each other and was like, yo, I'll meet you here next week, same time. We're gonna do this again.
What drew me to daKAH was the community. Everybody coming from different backgrounds, different races, and we all gel together and in a peaceful way. And once I fell in love all the way with this group of people, I told Double G, man, I'll never miss another show. I don't care where I'm at on the face of the earth. It's the best feeling in the world. No other artists, I mean, most rappers, even if they have a great career, if they haven't been rapping in front of a 72-piece hip hop orchestra, they never felt what it's like heaven.
It's like when your father gave you the keys to the Rolls Royce and said, look, you can take it for a ride.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. 2, 3, There it is. Stop. So whenever I say on cue, stop wherever you are and go to where it says on cue, even if you're in the middle of the phrase. Ironically, the only thing I've learned to practice is you guys playing more out of tune. So that D, don't be afraid to D flat is all right, and E flat is all right. Like that. Let's try all you guys. Let's try and practice the bend. 2, 3, And I'll bend at different times. Like somebody hold the D. Somebody hold the D, but. The only time you're gonna hear that sounded great. Yeah. Because when you mix two records together, it's not gonna be perfectly in tune. And so that's one thing I learned from learning how to orchestrate using hip hop as a model. There's different ways to. How can I describe it? Because we're all playing tempered instruments that are all in tune and good pitch. And so how do we get that kind of out of tuneness that happens on rap records? And so that's what we're trying to figure out how to do in our performance practice of like, okay, because everybody is so good, it's like, well, out of tune, we actually have to practice like playing out of tune, which is a good problem to have. Okay, let's move on. 1, everybody, 2, 3, I really do believe that musicians have a gift, like powerful juju, and so let's put that into our show. This world needs us right now, and so we can give that to the world. Show starts at 8, so 4 p.m. load in, 5 p.m. sound check on Saturday.
Is this dress code?
Dress like you're trying to go home with somebody. 17.
My skill representing while I hold it still. I stack mills for a pill. Still, I chill and spill some black hot tops and ill lyrical skills. I cause deals and pay bills. No frills, super fly like Curtis Mayfield. Giving chills like a Lex, chrome grill, though a $500,000. Cash, $20 new bills, the new drill. Grab your partner, get my dough, watch the safe. Watch the car blow. I flow sickly, flow quickly with fantastic finishes on breaks like Mike Finley. The valley and hitting to bring the thug down. What? You're headed by lap. She giving me love now. Giving it to your brother, only way I know how. Messing with another Buddha black ghetto child. Let's go. Even if I blast away till I pass away. Stranded on the island like a castaway. I was born to win. Through all the trauma and drama. Ghetto life. I paid the price to be the soul survivor. Even if I blast my way till I like a castaway. I was born to win. Through all the trauma and drama, ghetto life, I paid the price to be the soul survivor. Yeah, real hip hop, daKAH style. Yeah, organize the team with thoughts in your sound. Recognize strength when the dogs come around. Will add mad bass to your box. There's a new growth, don't really got it locked. I'm a lot to watch hot, all up in your spine. Shooting a short shot, your brothers ain't got. I got what it takes to make no mistake. I'ma let you all hate the fact that I'm great. I'ma never say the truth. Digging the earth, taking it back to the root. Ripping it first, never the last in the group. I'ma hit him with hits like a Luther. Style for style, come on, you can't compare. Quill to any brother that rap out there. I'm a legend ahead of my time, I swear. Any brother that didn't interfere, disappear. Take back as a motherfucker, especially when you got Quill and Black looking for ya. Coming for your papers, kid. Pull a capers, daKAH, be your favorite. Rhyme click, rhyme slick, making rhyme hits, step split. Now I'm pumping on some top lit, guys spit. Pop the breeze, drop the C's, get back the G's, revealing prophecies. Got on Socrates, black. Coming with the stash, put your wits back. Got you covered with the cash when I did that. Flip back like a G.O.D. Got you getting back like P.O.D. Let's go, organize the team, thoughts to your sound. Recognize strength when the dogs come around. Organize the team, thoughts to your sound. Don't be in the booth, it's about to go down. Organize the team.